My observation, having grown up since World War II, is that it is a permissive society, gotten more permissive. Now there are numerous emotions. Let's just distill them down to the basic three of anger, fear, and love. Also agape under love. Nobody's gonna notice an expansion of agape or love. That's just nice. Fear is something that is more private. Anger can be expressed, and permission is being given for it to be expressed. I don't think people are more angry today than they were 100 years ago. It's just that, hey, come on, be free. Do you agree, or should I just sit down? And
Yes, yes. I'm going to let Peter, yes, sir, okay. Thank you.
On the question of whether people are more angry now than they were 100 years ago, let me start there. We don't have any meter in which you can plug people in, either individually or collectively, to know whether there's more anger at some point in history or not. So the question is, from a social scientist point of view, kind of meaningless. I expect that anger has always been around, and the question is not whether it's there, but what a culture, what a society does with it. And so I register that as a change. I do take your point that what my focus on anger is stripping one emotion out of the full range of emotions. I do that because it has social salience. It's a consequential emotion. But yes, what really happened in the 1950s and after was what some have called the rise of expressive individualism. And what got expressed in expressive individualism was a whole range of emotions, but the peace, love, flower generation found that the temptation to overindulge in agape didn't really have much social consequence, whereas the temptation to give license to anger led to things like the riots at the Chicago Convention in 1968, the Kent State shootings, and it was almost immediately clear that if you licensed anger, there would be real-world consequences of it. So that's why we pay attention to it, but I take your point.